yourself for business. Thank you, my people, my wonderful people. I invite you, I'm happy to invite you to entertain you here with some political entertainment. As I normally call it, this is infotainment. We are not being too serious, even though we are discussing serious issues. We need to entertain our people, entertain the mind. Let politics be something that our people will find love with. People will romance. When you romance with something, you give it your heart and everything. And had our people been doing this for a long time, we wouldn't be where we are today. My brother, do you have another device on there?
Me, no.
Okay. So, my people, I welcome you all. Today, I have my brother, Vincent Ndubuisi, joining us today. Some of you may know him before now. I think he deactivated his first Facebook account for whatever reason. I don't know why he deactivated it, but all of a sudden, he kind of disappeared. Happy to host him for the first time, if you can believe that. Since I started broadcasting, we've been speaking behind the scenes, and today he is here as a neutral person. If you're an IPOB member, if you're a non-IPOB member, or you're an IPOB member pretending not to be an IPOB member, don't worry, you will have the opportunity to come here, ask him your question. It's basically his own show. He's co-hosting with me today. I'm kind of a spectator. Meanwhile, I will be defending my own point, my own view, my own ideologies, my own beliefs. I will be defending it, and you all by now should have known where I stand on all these things. So I'm going to give him the floor now to introduce himself. And as the topic, please check on the screen, is can Donald Trump give Biafra, give IPOB or any other group Biafra? Can Donald Trump do it? Why we focus on IPOB is because they are the ones that always tell you that Trump will give them Biafra. They even went, they attended a Trump rally in Port Harcourt in 2017, where the day of Trump's inauguration. I don't know what warranted that, but as you people heard our sister that day when she was narrating our deals in Port Harcourt that day, she said the people that took them there were busy drinking beer while they were facing the military, but that's a story for another day. But again, our topic, can Donald Trump give Biafra? Can Donald Trump give anyone Biafra? That is the topic for today. My brother, please welcome to the program. Introduce yourself and carry on with the topic. The floor is yours.
Well, the floor is ours anyway. Let me start. Like already, you have said most of the things, but at the same time, let me start by introducing myself by Vincent Ndubuisi. And I believe I am not a new face in Ijele. Speak or something like that. But this time, Ijele is something else. Ijele we used to chat with, or play with, or discuss with, or share platform with. It's now different Ijele. This one now is Ijele worldwide. It was Ijele in Turkey, but now it is Ijele worldwide. So well, it's a growth anyway. It's a growth anyway. Your voice is now heard all over the globe. I notice these days, in fact, it's not Ijele that I used to know. So, and I decided today to show up on your platform so I can fully reconnect and understand where you are going, where you're coming from, and when you want to take the journey to. So that's why I'm here today.
Welcome. So, my brother, please introduce yourself and tell the people where you are from in Igbo land. So you establish that one. I don't want anyone to say that I invited the Janjaweed, the Caliphate Gambari from Sudan or from Burkina Faso. Please introduce your, please lay down that one for the people to know. I don't want you to come from my own mouth. Would like your.
It's a very simple something. I heard from Enugu State. In a local government called Nkanu, to be precise.
Okay. Where in Nkanu? Nkanu Ebuka.
Yes, Nkanu Ebuka. So, but for now, I kind of out of Nigeria for now, so I reside overseas. So that's.
Where do you reside currently? Where overseas no get name?
Okay, I reside in California, state of California, United States.
Okay, okay, now, okay. Yes, as someone that lives in the United States, of course, you know a thing or two about their politics, right?
Yeah, a bit, not all.
Okay, please, tell me what you think about this Donald Trump and Biafra issue and the people that are telling people that Donald Trump can give them Biafra. How do you see that issue, that political talk?
Okay, Ijela, I will be honest to you. There is so many issues now to talk about. I will answer your question, but also I need to prepare. I want you to prepare my mind because I noticed in the last few months, 80% of your show or topic is about Biafra and then Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
It's completely out of what we used to discuss about.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And since then, I decided, you know what, let me take my time and then watch. Okay? Because I don't like getting involved into people's fights without knowing what they're fighting for.
Yes.
America went to Vietnam to help France or help the French soldiers. They now get stopped and they now die more than the French people that went there to help. So for that reason, if I see people fighting, I always want to find out why they are fighting.
Yeah.
I do more of trying to, if it's possible, to separate them from fighting, okay, than urging or helping someone to attack the other person. So that's the kind of my lifestyle. So now, I will have few questions, one or two questions to ask you before I answer that to your question. And that question is very simple.
Yes.
Ijele.
Yes, my brother, I'm here.
Are you against Nnamdi Kanu as an individual, or are you against IPOB as an organization?
Both of them. Okay, please finish the question. Let me not cut you in the middle of it.
Or are you against both Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB movement?
Okay, now let me say that one. Please, people, we did not discuss this thing before we came live. I didn't know you would ask me this question. So let it not be as if it's a loaded question. He can attest to it here right now. Now, my people, listen, I'm against Nnamdi Kanu as a person, and that is because of the personality he is. What he's telling the people in public is different from what he is in private. And please, I'm not trying to get into someone's private life. I mean by private, I mean his political talk, his political private life is different from his public political life. In public, he presents himself as a savior of the people, someone who wants to help the people. Meanwhile, in private, he is dining with the same people that contributed to the destruction of our society, financially and otherwise, politically too. One, he worked with Uwazurike. He was Uwazurike's boy. And we know the damage Uwazurike did to Igbo people politically, both from the census and every other thing. We were focusing on Mazob and Biafra and the rest. The issue of a sixth state in Igbo land died. And in the census, our population, they just gave us any number they made up in their mind, knowing very well that it would even create more division in Nigeria. Of course, they don't care about our well-being and their things. I mean, the Obasanjo's administration and the PDP, generally, I'm talking about now. So when you are a product of an organization that drew Igbo land back 25 years at least, while you are presenting yourself to be the savior of Igbo people, I believe you will have a personal problem with me. That being said, then let me come to his group, the IPOB, they call it Indigenous People of Biafra, that this is a movement that is fighting for the actualization of Biafra. Meanwhile, when you go to the UK, where they registered the organization under Radio Biafra London, it's registered as a private entity. And originally, only one person controls everything, one director, before they added Uchemefo. And at a point, they even used a South African woman, Rose Carl, as their director. Then the year after that, they used a Zimbabwean, who I hear is Nnamdi Kanu's baby mama. And they've been dating. The names are there. I have the documents on the page to prove everything I'm saying. Everything I'm saying is government document. Now, when you have a group like that masquerading as a freedom fighting group, my brother, I will have a problem with that too, because both of them are standing on a faulty foundation, which is high. So that is where my problem comes from, and not as if that I'm against Igbo people expressing themselves now, saying that they want a new country or something. No. That's not what I'm against. I am against IPOB, and I'm equally against Nnamdi Kanu as a person.
Okay, I think the question is answered, and I think clearly understood. So I need to ask you all this question as a build up to the answer that you need, because otherwise, if you just give answer, people will still not understand it. Okay, this is politics.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I know you are doing it out of passion and the love you have for people. You believe that Nnamdi Kanu is not telling them the truth. That's why you just decide to come out and defend the people of Igbo extraction of Nigeria.
Yes.
Good. Another question I need to ask, if you permit me.
No problem. Oh, he has a call. No, I can't hear you. Wait. Unmute mute your mic and unmute it again. It's like a call came into your phone. Mute. Now, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Another question I want to ask you. Who appointed you? Or is there anyone in any kind? I won't use that word that is controlling, but I won't use that. But is there anyone in any way giving you support?
Support?
Nnamdi Kanu and IPO.
Of course, I've had so many supports from well-meaning Igbo people mostly, and well-meaning Nigerians who want peace. And please, I want to know what that your support means. Like, is it a financial support or other? Please be specific about that support.
That's what both financial and the moral support, because people have to motivate you. It's a support to go ahead and continue.
Not as if I needed anyone's motivation. Okay? Not as if I needed any motivation from anyone. I came out to do this because I knew I had everything I needed to do this on my own. But then, when you are working, when you have such a project, before you know it, you will attract people of like minds. Yes, when I started, I wasn't banking on anyone. I have friends. I have people, and as someone who manages 2 pages on Facebook and the YouTube channel, and who've had so many encounter with so many people online, of which majority of the right-thinking people agree with. You have such
followers, and the one
yes.
I get that. So another question I want to ask you.
My brother, see, my brother, see what will happen. I will kick you out, so you come back. That call that came into your phone is disturbing the volume. I will kick you out now. This with the same link, you come back, okay? So the volume.
Is it good now?
Talk again. Come again.
Is it clear right now?
No, not as clear as when we began. No, I will kick you out. You come back. It won't take you more than 20 seconds to come back.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, bro. Okay. Yeah, he's going to come back, guys. I love this type of conversation. No holds barred. No holds barred. Yes. While we wait for our brother to come back, I will Thundera. Volume is low. Don't worry, he's coming back. Your boyfriend, you are going to break up with your boyfriend over Biafra issue. Now what for you? Now what for you? Now what for you? Let our brother come back. He's coming back, guys. Don't worry. When he comes back, I will bring him on. And Chichi Francisca. Don't worry, he's coming. He's coming, guys. He's coming back. In other words, who's bankrolling you? 5 questions. Is any Nigerian politician supporting you? Those politicians, I have friends who are politicians. My brother, come back. Oh, we are waiting for you. Well, let me call him back. He's coming, guys. I'm texting him. If he's busy, I don't know what's taking him so long. Guys, don't worry, he's coming back. Okay, he's here.
I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Can you see and hear me also?
Of course, it's loud and clear.
Okay. Sorry for the interruption.
Okay, go on. What were we saying? Where were we?
So I was trying to ask you, do you have a threshold, a timeline, whereby if you don't succeed in getting what you want, or you just drop the struggle and then move on?
No, as long as Nnamdi Kanu is still on air, leading our youth to slaughter, devising many means to run this camp, I will be here for as long as it takes.
It takes. Okay.
If listen, let me tell you, he was telling them that on 12th of October this year something will happen, and he was going to give them Biafra. He has promised them 2 dates this year alone, 12th of October. At least I intend to carry this fight to that 12th of October. So I will remind the people that this is 12th of October and nothing has happened yet.
Okay.
He promised them December of 2020. I will still put this on till December of 2020. Right now, I don't know if you have noticed, they've moved the whole thing to 2023. Their prophet, Nnamdi Kanu's brother-in-law, the one who married their last born, who is calling himself a master prophet, is now giving a vision that it will be in 2023, of which I know they want to drag this on till 2023. They'll play the same trick they play in 2019, but in a better prepared position, of which it would disturb the politics of Igbo land. Right now, I don't know if you've noticed, these people are actually drawing us back in Nigeria. That is my own fight. And when you talk about threshold, my brother, the threshold is seeing Nnamdi Kanu being exposed to everyone. And ever since I started, if you go, you check the analytics on his video, you will see that they are going down. A lot of his major donors have abandoned him. They are abandoning him in droves. I can attribute that to the jobs I'm doing. So far as I'm succeeding, I'm not going to stop until this guy goes out completely.
Okay. Why I ask you this question, I don't want to continue asking you. Maybe I ask you questions as we proceed. But for now, the reason I ask you this question is that exactly the way you came out to fight for people, whom you believe that they are gullible. That's how I feel.
Yes.
That they are following Nnamdi Kanu as like gullible people who just hear something and without being objective and without analyzing, they just follow. You see them like gullible people, right?
Yes.
The same way is the same manner. You see Nnamdi Kanu. It's the same way Nnamdi Kanu see the Igbo people following Nigerian government. Do you understand me?
Yes. Now, I doubt that too. But I doubt it. I doubt it, but I hear you. Carry on.
Okay, that's why he decided, you know what, he need to fight to separate the Igbos from Nigeria.
It's a lie. I did not agree.
Okay, no, listen. But that is the picture he's projecting. I don't judge to his followers.
Okay.
To his followers. And the people buy it and the people believe it. Okay? That's why they follow him. That's why they follow him. You see, if someone don't know where he's going,
yes, sir.
Anywhere he found himself look like the place. Igbo people are mostly leadless, directionless. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who come out today in different way, tell them, all they want to hear is that freedom. Word, freedom. Do you understand me? They don't ask the possibility. How it can be achieved. They will follow. Nnamdi Kanu in the first place was not appointed by Igbo people.
Yeah.
He's self-acclaimed. Just exactly the way you appointed yourself to fight.
Yes, sir.
So that's why I cannot support you and I cannot support Nnamdi Kanu. You see now, you see now the point now.
You are within your right to do so.
Yeah. So now, those your supporters, that's why I use that word. Is anyone backrolling you? Is anyone helping you at all? Even if people are not helping you, you have now followers all over the world. Do you understand me? Yeah. Mostly the Igbos, even though some of them are coming to attack you, call you all kinds of names. But they are still your followers. If they are not following you, they will know your activity.
No, I'm blocking those ones. None of my followers insult me. No, I don't insult anyone until you insult me. So, and I've been blocking those people. If that was, no, forget that one.
So, in every workable organization that I have seen in my life,
yes,
they have what they call ethics committee. The ethics committee are those who form the code of conduct of the operation. A leader is just a representative.
Yes, sir.
A representative of people or the organization. Okay? So when a leader becomes more outspoken than his spokesperson, it becomes something to worry about.
Yes.
When a leader becomes more outspoken than his spokesperson, it becomes something to worry about, unless he's on campaign.
Of course.
Larry, do you understand me?
Yes.
Now, that's why I say Nnamdi Kanu have power to appoint, to dismiss, to confiscate anyone's fund that he deemed not complying with his vision. Remember,
as a business owner now.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said he's self-acclaimed. He appointed himself. Yes. Do you understand me? Let's go back to the point again. This IPOB metaphor through this masop. What is the masop? Masturbation of what of people of Biafra. Okay. The other one is indigenous people of Biafra. So it's like if you remove M, you put I. That is the difference between masop and the IPOB.
Okay.
Do you understand me? So no one gave them that name to fly with. They choose the name for themselves. Do you understand me? So those his followers that you are trying to help, I see them like the same people who give money to Yedepo and Deboye. They are giving offering. It was like giving offering because they want everything in easy way. We want already made everything. Everything already made. Do you understand me?
1 minute. Those of you that want to come in, please, I want us to reach to the first hour at least. Then I'll bring you in. Because if you've noticed, we are 32 minutes in, but we haven't talked about the Trump issue. So I want him to finish. I don't want to rush him. I don't want
rounding up. Tell them I'm rounding up.
Okay, carry on.
So now that's why I don't want to be in part of fight against anyone. You know where I learned my lesson?
No.
My lesson is in 1983, 82, down like that, when Yoruba people have what they call Radio Kudrat. Do you know about Radio Kudrat?
I heard about it, but I didn't listen to it one day.
Okay. I was following that history. I read that history. Do you know the head of Radio Kudrat?
No.
It's Dele Mamadou.
Dele Mamadou, the owner of Ovation magazine.
Ovation. Do you know the technician of Radio Kudrat?
No.
Current governor of Ekiti State, Kayode, John Kayode.
Okay, no problem. No, yes.
Do you know their boss then?
No.
Their boss then was Jagaban worldwide, Tunumbu.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tunumbu hate Nigeria, hate everything about Nigeria during Abacha regime. When Abacha refused to give him commissioner in Lagos State under Marwa.
Yeah.
Do you understand me?
Yeah.
He ran to Chicago, to start his agenda, Radio Kudrat and Co. Do you understand? Today, when they find their feet in politics, they dump everything, become rich people. Dele Mamadou were given license to operate his Ovation magazine. Kayode became governor, Tunumbu became governor, and even head of political affairs in Yoruba land today. Okay? Yes. So now, those who help them to do what of the battle, today enemy one way or the other. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
So what Nnamdi Kanu is doing now is not different from what happened during Radio Kudrat. Okay, I want to stop here, so I don't want to waste so much time.
Hold on. No, I love the conversation, please. Now, please, when you're talking about Radio Kudrat, Tino himself was actually presenting himself as an opposition.
Listen, that is coming.
As an opposition, and what they were fighting for was clear to everyone. It wasn't.
They want to do what?
No, they were saying, although we know that they actually were looking for power changeover in Nigeria, and
to a Yoruba person.
Hold on now, but Nnamdi Kanu is not those people. They use that Oduduwa as their first discussion point, of which they know that no one was going to divide Nigeria. They all knew it then, but they wanted to use it to make noise. That's the point. Even when Obasanjo was the president, Tinubu still funded Gani Adams and Co. They used them to foment trouble to serve as a counter to Obasanjo's excesses, of which we know what. But there was never a time. They never took it so seriously that they want to go out. But the difference between them and Nnamdi Kanu is this. Nnamdi Kanu is telling them that it's Biafra or death. Now,
about what he said. That's why I'm sorry to. I don't want to interrupt you. Hold on. 1 second. Wait a second. Nnamdi Kanu in his heart know that Biafra will never come.
Then why is he sending these boys to Uganda?
Why is he sending them to Uganda?
Yes.
He's not seeing it like that. This is
evil.
Let me tell you. Huh? This thing is part of the hardship we are talking about. Just look at those people who are dying. How many people from Ngige family has died? How many people from Odros Okalos family has died? How many people from Uguay family has died? How many? Do you understand me? Majority of people who are paying ultimate price are our brothers and some of our sisters who believe that to alleviate them or take them out of poverty is through Biafra. Do you understand me?
Yes.
They believe it's a part of frustration. Do you get the point now? It is part of frustration. There's still other group of people who support this Biafra who live overseas. Do you understand me? Those people do that, even contribute more. They are seeing it as a way of coming together. They have chat, drink. At the end of people are going to Biafra meeting because at the end they will drink.
Yes.
Do you understand me? They will find something to drink. Do you understand me? It's an opportunity for
the executives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So, but there is beneficiary of the whole thing. Do you understand me?
Yes.
These people will continue to die until they wake up on their own.
Sometimes they need someone to wake them up. That's why I'm here. And so far, believe me, a lot of them are beginning to wake up. Please wrap it up.
Do you know how powerful Nnamdi Kanu is in Igbo land? Whether you like it or not. Hold on. He has a very big influence in Igbo region, whether anybody like it or not. He has tried to among his people, his followers.
Yes, amongst his followers, of which his followers don't even tip the scale when you measure them.
I know, but the point I'm trying to make now. Do you know how many times he has tried to convince them from going to Pentecostal churches to pay tithe and offering? Him, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, the supreme leader himself, have even said all kinds of things about Pentecostal pastors. Do you understand me? But on Sunday, some of them will hide and they go and they give offering to those pastors because it's addiction. Because they believe the miracle of God will come from there. It's part of poverty. Do you understand me? This awareness we are creating, let me put it this way, can never be effective without someone being on the ground. Do you understand? You need to call them, even show them this is way out, go into farming. And I'm not telling them to go into farming. You yourself, you need to have a farm that you will use as an example. Do you understand? So there's amount of not about money. The way you see yourself before you do something, you reason. People cannot attract you with crumbs, with peanuts. You know, do you understand me? People won't promise you, "Oh, I will help you from Okada. You become a camera driver." They will continue to follow the person. But if you have a car and somebody is promising you keke, you will look at the person like, "What are you talking about?" Do you get the point? So now, Nnamdi Kanu is doing exactly what Wazirike did. The only freedom fighter in the southeast in the history of the existence of that region is Adaka Boro. He came out, stand in the front. Do you understand me? Lead the forces. But do you remember that Aguiyi Ironsi was the one who imprisoned Adaka Boro and they convinced him to stop his struggle? Otherwise, we wouldn't be in this quagmire we are into today. He listened to Aguiyi Ironsi because he sees him as a brother who can never deceive or lie to him. Niger Delta people, the Ijaw people would have freed all of us many years ago. So another person who has made an attempt is this one they are calling government. What is his name? Not Asari Tokumbo. One Ijaw guy again.
Government Ekunu or what?
Yes, that one fought. Do you understand me? But you won't have that energy to fight forever. Do you understand me? Now he's out of the way. Don't these people shouting and making all this? It's like they created industry in expense of other people, in the detriment of other people. It is not my right to fight their industry. Some of them are doing this because they can never go back to work. They can never wake up in the morning again, go to work and they earn money. Do you understand me? So it doesn't matter. They will always devise means to keep people busy. Do you know that the last month, do you know what people spent time debating in Biafra? About the Star of David. How is it in your life? Do you understand me? That is the month of August. This month of September, do you know what we're going to debate on the Biafra? It's about the new currency. So it is like a pastor preaching to you. This week is your week of a supernatural breakthrough. Yes. Next week, if you're a week of divine favor, another week is a week of glorious Sunday. Another week is week of Thanksgiving. Then next month he start another one. But in everything he will use Bible to back it up. So Nnamdi Kanu is in his own religion. It's in his own clan. Do you understand me? It is not your right to fight him. And this thing he's doing during incoming election, he might decide to give all his members to a particular candidate or politician. This thing happened in Iraq. There's one man they call Saddam City in Iraq. Saddam City. That man during the war, he gave America tough time. Muqtada al-Sadr. Muqtada al-Sadr. Muqtada al-Sadr. After winning the heart and the minds of people, he's not in parliament. Do you understand me? He's not in Iraqi's parliament. Do you understand? He joined one party as a coalition. They now have the majority. I think he's not going to be the next prime minister.
Let's see.
Do you understand? So now, that is exactly what is going on right now. But I'm not in a position to fight him. I cannot fight Nnamdi Kanu. I cannot. Because he said that he has divine mandate. I am not there when the divine give it to him. Do you understand me? And he's calling Elohim. He's calling Elohim.
I know that anything that involves
religion,
divine mandates, divine this and that, is a lie. It's a blood.
And our people don't want to believe you. Our people will believe somebody who talk about the divine than you. So why am I wasting my energy? So I want to go back to the real question. Can Trump give us Biafra? So we don't waste so much. I'm trying to maximize time. So now, do you have another device beside you?
No. I have the other devices. Yes, phones. I have 2 phones.
Can you type memorandum 46?
Memorandum 46. Wait, let me type it.
Memorandum 46.
Memorandum. Hold on. Memorandum 46.
Yes.
46. Okay.
What I'm saying?
Memorandum 46, right?
Yes.
Let me share the screen so you can be able to see what I'm
problem. If you have it, I want to talk about that's where now the whole thing will be.
Memorandum 46. This is it here.
From
so the this memorandum stands to national 2001 to 2009. Okay.
This memorandum 46, 1967, I think, was when America defined their relationship with Africa.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you understand?
The U.S. movement, Jimmy Carter. Okay.
Then the foreign minister, Secretary of State then was, I think, Kissinger.
Henry Kissinger. Yeah.
Yes. Everything they want to do in Africa, they're not working like us, who work in sentiments.
Yes.
Africans, black people work in sentiment. These people take time to draft what they want to do. That's why I asked you before, do you have a threshold?
Yeah.
In this memorandum 46, America made it very clear that their concern is to make sure that black Americans and some radical people like Gaddafi, of course, and other radical leaders do not have a kind of serious relationship.
Yes, of course, it has always. It even started.
No.
It even started from the moment they took control of Liberia.
No,
And
okay. Yeah. Now, in that memorandum 46,
yes,
it was, if you go down, it was clearly stated that America will not have any enemy in Africa. Do you understand me? But they will have a permanent interest because of the mineral in Africa.
Sources, yes.
Then, if you go down again, you will find out the first American president to visit Africa is Roosevelt. Okay?
Yeah.
Franklin Roosevelt. Do you know what he went to Africa to do?
Okay.
Or why
Our
brother
David Mark is saying that the then Secretary of State was Zbigniew Brzezinski, the father of this girl, the current wife of Joe Scarborough, Mika Brzezinski, the one that helped arm the Taliban in Afghanistan when they were fighting the Soviets.
Okay, so now the point I'm trying to make, the first time Roosevelt went to Africa was to create Gambia. Because he needed Gambia. You know why?
Yes.
I will take you back a little bit to Berlin Conference 1884.
To 85, yes.
To 85. From November 1884, I think, to February 85. America was invited, but not as a real stakeholder. And America was promised, allow us to do anything we want to do in Africa, but we will protect your interest.
Yes.
America said, okay, go ahead. But moving forward, this Gambia, this small Gambia you see in West Africa, is very, very strategic important to the West.
Of course.
Not to, you know why? Airspace, Gambia airspace is very vital to connect from South America and Europe.
Yeah.
Before crossing from Mediterranean to from Mediterranean to Atlantic, you need to go through Gambia. If they block you out of that Gambia, you have to take a very longer route. And the French was not cooperating so much. Okay? American President Roosevelt and the then Prime Minister of Britain, Winston Churchill, okay?
Yeah.
Secretly went to Casablanca. Okay? Casablanca. Casablanca is, I think, is capital of Morocco. Okay? Now, decide to take away Gambia from Senegal. It was called Senegambia.
Yes.
After that, he visited Liberia. And the Liberia is still considered as an American experiment to see if black people can live on their own. Do you understand?
What they told us.
Yes. Now, since that time till today, America have not participated in any conflict in Africa. Even when people die in Rwanda, and even in the Biafra, where 4 million people die, they stay neutral because it is against their policy. Do you know?
They pretend, my brother, they pretend to stay neutral. Meanwhile, they are they are winking the people that are doing it. Just like they were winking to the British. And they were doing that.
Yeah, they have always been ally. You know why I'm saying this? It's disclassified information already. The information is no longer secret. Do you understand? Now,
Yes.
I see people always talk about Trump, we help them. Trump do not have power as a president of the United States to give you any country. Do you understand?
Yes.
Obama, even as a president of the United States then, could not even help Kenya because his hand is tied. He can't do anything without going to what they call African desk.
Yes.
This African desk is where they have an expert who will advise president on how to intervene or meddle in affairs of Africa. Do you understand?
Yes.
Before a president takes decision. Okay? Now, how is Trump going to help you if
Please,
there is already
let me even add to what you've said so far. My people, every US president works for the US national interest. And by the US national interest, I don't mean the interest of the voters. I mean the interest of the US corporation. The corporations that are stealing your resources, the corporations that are funding these overfunded think tanks like the Council on Foreign Relations, the Club of Rome, the Trilateral Commission, all these people, under them, when you talk about the American interest, you are talking about the interest of Blackstone, Vanguard, Bank of America. These three corporations control 92% of the US corporations you see everywhere in the world, from the banks to the military industrial complex to everything you see. And that African desk he mentioned, no matter who is there, black, white, pink, red, they always carry the affairs of all these people. Let me tell you, Susan Rice, hold on, let me get the photo of Susan Rice. Hold on, wait on, my brother.
Okay.
When you are talking, 1 minute, my brother. When you are talking about Kofi Annan being there, why they destroy, while didn't do anything about what do you call it, Rwanda, during the Rwandan genocide. I want to show you who was at the African desk of the USA in 1994, while Rwanda was boiling, like literally, while Rwanda was boiling. This is the woman at the African desk. Now, when you are judging by the intersectional Olympics, she ticked many boxes. A woman of color, a woman, and also a person of color, as they say it now. This is the woman that told journalists to stop calling it genocide because it will give their interest a bad name, showing that even the Americans knew that it was happening and they let it happen. Carry on, my brother.
So now, if you make me a president of the United States tomorrow, okay?
Yes.
You understand me? I will not have that power to help Africa because it is against the norm. It is against the rules. It is against the guideline. It is against the principle. But where people are mistaking it, the whole thing was messed up in that. They believe that Trump recognized Jerusalem as capital of Israel. That I'm like, is anyone telling you that Israel don't have power or military power to take any land they want and make any capital? I want to ask you for since then, has Israel moved their capital to Jerusalem? Are they not in Tel Aviv?
They just moved the embassy, the US embassy to there.
They didn't move embassy. Let me correct the impression. The impression is that they wanted a means to build another embassy in Palestine. Do you get the point now? They decided to move this to Jerusalem, which also is between Israel, to make it easier for people coming from Palestine to have access to the embassy. One thing I will tell you today, Nigerians are good in medicine, like being doctors and in medical field, like doctors, nurses, cardiologists, and all that, okay? In America. Yeah. Do you know that Palestine, you will find a Palestinian lecturer in every university in America? That is their own gift. Palestine have very, very intelligent people, engineers, scientists. You understand me? America give more scholarship to Palestine, more than even Nigeria. So because of that blockade, Israel restriction movement, because some of them don't even have access to go to like Tel Aviv. It hurt the relationship of America and the Palestine. They now try to bring it closer to them.
Yeah.
You understand? But it does not mean that they're moving capital. Then the gullible people, that's why I tell you about religion. See, it is a divine mandate. Then because of that, the Biafra is the nest. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Biafra is the nest. I'm not saying this to be rude. If you give Trump pen and the paper to write in Nigeria, he might not finish the sentence, he will get up and leave. Because he doesn't even know about Nigeria. Maybe thinking about another region, and I project Biafra. Now people are dying. What is his business? His business is two things that will affect America since it came. If energy market is affected, like something happened in Niger Delta, oil price go up immediately. Every TV station in America have what they call energy desk to monitor the energy market.
Yes.
Do you understand me? What happened in Niger Delta is more concerned to an average American because it will affect your pocket in buying gas.
Yes.
Do you understand me? Then what happened in Ebonyi State, in Enugu State? Yeah. It's like a chicken. It's like just a chicken died. Yes. They have no impact on life of the people here, so we don't care. Do you understand me? That's how we have been through. Everything we are doing here is America first. From the day you came here, after 1 week, you will understand the concept. America what first? Put America first. Do you understand? So now, Trump will have no business with Biafra. And the Trump will never give Igbo people Biafra. Then, do you know that there was a time Igbo people went to Atlanta, in CNN headquarters in Atlanta, to demonstrate? CNN even refused to even put their camera at all. In front, okay, go.
Hold on 1 minute. They went to Atlanta to protest. CNN did not turn on the camera. Now, now the night Python was happening in Afaruku, Nnamdi has escaped by the time the soldiers came into Afaruku. Uchemefo, the plastic razor that threatened to bring down the whole house, and they went and paid him his money, was on air telling people, go to Afaruku, go and defend your leader. CNN will come. CNN is coming there tomorrow morning. Now, two things I want to get from it. I want people to get what you just said these days. Know that even if CNN came, they wouldn't do anything that would jeopardize the interests of the U.S. corporations that own Nigeria with their help.
That's exactly one thing we're saying.
And they were not even going to come in the first place. Now, what
is their business?
Went and wasted the lives of the people. So many people went there believing that with the CNN camera, the military will not do anything. Now they went and died. The same people have not come to apologize to the people. And instead of pinning that bloodshed on themselves, or at least taking part of the blame, they just shifted the whole thing to the Nigerian government. They are killing us. They are killing us. Meanwhile, you were the one telling people to go and die. Please carry on.
When you talk about this killing, this, remember, in every society there must be some sacrificial rams. Do you understand me? Those people are like the sacrificial rams. And do you know the funny thing about this Biafra? If Biafra come today, those families of people that is dying today, do you understand me, might not even have an edge to compete with our children. Let me put my own children, for example. Definitely, even if I die, my children will get very good education to come and compete with anybody.
Yes.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
It doesn't matter how things or how bad things get to now. My children will go to a school of their choice.
Yes.
Do you understand me? That means
Yes.
in the nearest future, the children of those people fighting today, if they don't make it to some certain level, their children and my children might not even sit in the same place, in the same classroom.
Of
Because
course. Of course.
this friendship you see sometimes start from school. Who you school with, who you party with, who you live together with, who you went out with. Do you understand me? Do you understand?
Yes.
So those people are like sacrificial
Networking.
rams. Then if
Net-
Biafra come today, ndị ji ego na ala Igbo, will still come and they subdue all of us, including
of course.
myself. Do you understand me? So,
Yes.
but for them dying now, they are dying out of ignorance. Because you can't go and armless to fight somebody who is armed.
Yes.
It makes no sense. So it would have been nice that Nnamdi cannot prepare the fight. If they die, they not die for a cause. But each time they die, they say that they are praying. They are doing evangelism.
No.
Do you understand me? So somebody who is doing evangelism and died. So what is your problem of Trump? Did he send you to evangelize? You see, so this what Nnamdi Kanu is doing, he like it. I'm not against it. I will never be against Nnamdi Kanu. I will never be against what any Igbo man is doing. That is my principle. I will never. I might not be part of what somebody is doing, but I will never stand on his way just to oppose him for nothing.
Okay, I love that last word you used, oppose him for nothing. But
Yes.
look at me.
Mm-hmm.
I will never stand in the way of anyone who is genuinely seeking justice. But I will always stand in the way of anyone who, in the name of bringing justice and selling people fake salvation, will be wasting the lives of the people. And when I say fake salvation, I know what I mean. I can prove everything I'm saying. Whether you are an Igbo man or not, I think that's where we have our differences. In fact, I would even fight more.
Who gives you power to determine what is good and what is bad? Because this is struggle. Let me tell you one thing. Sorry. This is your own conscience. It is bad. In other people's mind, it is good. Hold on, Ijele. Hold on 1 minute. Do you know that those police officers and the security or those followers of Adam Oshomole who died last week, believe that they are fighting a cause or they are protecting him? Okay, when in reality Adam Oshomole is not in the ballot. Do you understand? Adam Oshomole in Edo State, it's not contesting, but Adam Oshomole is on the road more than the contestant. Do you understand? And the people like it, the people follow him. Those people who died, are you going to pity them? So those who follow Nnamdi, they will continue to die. You won't stop it, because it's like a religion, and some are getting something out of it. Now, let me tell you one thing again. I observe this thing that is happening now is not different from what happened before 1960, when people like Nnamdi Azikiwe was making some political moves. Somebody, Jaja Wachuku, the two strong leaders then, Jaja Wachuku and Nnamdi Azikiwe. Do you understand? You get a point when a military man see that these people are jokers. If we continue like this, we will continue to run round. Ojukwu intervened as a military man. Do you understand? To stop those shenanigans. Because he found them as incompetent, clueless, selfish individuals who always fight for their own interest, not the interest of the people. That's how Ojukwu sees Zik. Okay? What is happening now? Nnamdi Kanu is not problem of Nigerian government. Let's be honest to you. Tony Nnadi, another one, Tony Nnadi is not the problem of Nigerian government. All these people talking is not the problem of Nigerian government. You know the problem of Nigerian government now. You know the fear they have now.
Tell me.
Hello?
Tell me,
The
I'm
fear
hearing.
they have is those young Igbo soldiers in the military. They are dismissing them for no good reason and recruiting Boko Haram into military. Some of them are frustrated. They have been fighting. Some people, since they are recruited, they have never known peace. They have been in that war zone fighting. Do you understand? And for every little reason, they can be dismissed and they start life afresh. One day, somebody, unknown person, unknown face, who is not even coming on social media, will rise. Both Nnamdi Kanu will be on the run. Both Igbo politicians will be on the run because he will properly organize to take power in the southeast.
My brother, hold on, please. The Igbo officers you said they are sacking. Are the Igbos you are referring to different from the same Igbos that Nnamdi Kanu was on air telling not to join the military because the chief of army staff sent a letter and was urging many Southerners, because if you notice, so many Nigerian soldiers, Hausa, Fulani, Yoruba, Igbo, and co. posted in the north are abandoning their duty posts. They are all going to vote. This is something they don't want to say openly. But the number of people going to war is too much. The same army you are talking about came and we are urging Igbo youth to join. So are you telling me that, you know, because I'm getting confused somehow here. I don't
said,
get.
Listen, let me clear myself. Let me make this point very clear. Okay?
Yeah. Yes.
If you are holding somebody on the ground, you don't know what goes into his mind. Okay? What people say is different than what people want to do. Action is different. Action always differ from what people voice out. Do you understand me now? One is that why I said that is fear of Nigeria is because those people knows the same thing those army officers who are in service today knows. And those Nigerian army have been overstretched. Nnamdi Kanu can say everything he wants to say. He don't even know what is called chain of command. He don't know about logistic. Neither did he know about deployment. Those people have gotten all this idea. Do you understand? They have their way of chatting, meeting. They are not meeting you. They are not meeting me because they still see us as just civilians who don't know anything. When Ojukwu was planning his thing, do you understand? Do the people know in advance? This is how we start. These people are still have a soldier is a soldier, whether you like it or not. A soldier remains a soldier. And the goal of every young soldier is to grow in rank. One day become a general. That is the goal of every
businessman. No matter everything you are doing, your mind is always to get to the summit of anything you are doing.
Yes.
If you are a broadcaster, you want to own the best show. You want to own the best podcast. You want to the number one go-to for people in that field. It's the same thing everywhere. Please use 3 minutes to wrap it up. Let us bring in our brother.
Okay, okay, I will round up right now. Why I said what I said is that when Yusuf, the leader of Boko Haram, were killed, and this young man, this Shakau took over. Do you know that some group of people who started this Boko Haram are people who from different police force and army? Nigeria is out.
Keep talking. Talk.
Okay, so they didn't announce to the government that they're planning something. They just organized themselves, and that's why we have Boko Haram we have today. So if any other forces, strong forces like emerge from any zone, it will be difficult for the Nigerian government to contain them. That is the fear. Not ordinary civilian who is talking on microphone, spend 1 hour talking about Elohi. Who is Elohi? Elohi could be one stupid thing who live in desert, in desert somewhere in Arab. Who is Chukwu Okike? We don't even know. You mix Chukwu Okike, the Igbo God, as you believe, and the Elohi from Israel. Do you understand? You put it together, you feel that it will work. Such thing doesn't work. Chukwu Okike from Igbo land, Elohi from desert. Then you mix it together. The Nigerian government will be laughing, sit down and they laugh because they see confusion. They see confusion. God, each time Abakari died, they say it is God that killed him. That is not like somebody who is serious to fight. You cannot talk about somebody's death. Death is inevitable. That's something that can come to anyone. You understand me?
Yeah.
Because if one person dies, another person will succeed him. That means you will never win the battle because you always continue to wait until people die before you achieve your purpose. You will not achieve anything. So that's what I have to say for now.
Okay. I think we are going into the question side because I believe we have many things to unpack and you have a lot of things you want to say. And because of the question, you can still throw them in. My brother, Magnus Oraka, you've been itching to come on. Please, I don't know if you can sit up. Just sit up, please. Can you sit up? So, yes. Please. My brother, welcome to the program. Please introduce yourself for the benefit of those that are joining us newly or those who haven't seen you speak before. Please introduce yourself and carry on with what brought you here.
Yeah, my name is Magnus Oraka. I'm from Delta State and I am a proper Urobo man. I like to say your guest has been very entertaining. The program has been very, very interesting. I don't know the name of this man. Is it Vincent? Is his name Vincent?
Vincent.
Okay. Mr. Vincent, the truth is that you are a very intelligent man, and I sincerely like intelligent people. But you see, you carry the burden of truth. You know the truth, and you've been speaking the truth. But then again, it's like the truth is heavy when you begin to load other things like political correctness. If you want to say the truth plainly as it is. You understand me? Now, at the beginning of the program, I noticed you were trying to speak from both sides of the matter, not trying to offend anybody, but towards the tail end of your contribution, you were fantastic. You were fantastic and very, very intelligent. But let me tell you something about Ejele. And I'm going to say, because I noticed you and Ejele didn't speak, that there are things that ensued in this broadcast which you guys didn't discuss, which is very good. It gives it some level of naturality. This is the same way I've not spoken to Ejele for the last 1 week, so he too does not know what I'm about to say. The truth is that this is how I understand Ejele. And I am believing there is hope for a unity between. You hear me? I am believing there is hope for unity between Igbos and the rest of the other tribes in the region because people like Ejele exist. To compare Ejele and Nnamdi Kanu, to me, it is a misplacement of intellectual perspective. You understand me? Because what Ejele, to me, is trying to tell you is this. People like me, for instance, I don't know if you know me, I came on social media with a simple mandate, not seeking for leadership, not seeking for supreme leader, not seeking for spiritual divine intervention, whatever. I also believe that God called me. But my approach was first to address the significant foundation, and that is our psychological cohesion, psychological relativity. Let me calm down. That is to address our psychological relativity as it relates the Igbo man, the Urobo man, the Ijaw man, so that we begin to see ourselves beyond you are Igbo, you are Orobo, you are this. But Nnamdi Kanu, while we were busy trying to bring pillars that build tribes together, Nnamdi Kanu was busy building tribes, building pillars that suggest to his followers that Igbos are supreme, Igbos are dominant, Igbos are beautiful, Igbos are successful, Igbos are this thing. Now, what I see Ijele is trying to do is that...
Brother, hold on, please. My brother Magnus, let me...
Yeah.
I have no problem with any Igbo man saying that Igbos are beautiful, are this or that. Where I have a problem is somebody saying that his own people are this and that and are naturally better than the other people just because you are from just because you are from this side. So nothing will ever make a Hausa man.
Please, I want to add one thing. I won't take more than a minute. I won't take more than a minute. I won't take more than a minute.
Okay.
Let me say this. Struggle of, for example, of this Biafra. Any day the real truth come out of the leader of the organization. This is politics. Any day people hear the truth, the 95% of the followers will drop. It's like a drug. Excuse me. Hold on. It's like a drug. Do you understand me? You keep servicing people. What Nnamdi Kanu is doing is like servicing his junkies.
I like that. I think you have a point.
I said one thing before. The last month was this Star of David in the flag. People, excuse me. This thing is entertainment. Star of David added in the flag. Do you understand me? Then I'm not. This month is currency name. What is it called?
Jembe or something like that.
So this Gemma will reign until this month. So next month we start, and it's like this month is month of miracle. This thing I said it before. Do you understand? And
but let me tell you. Let me round up what I think. I am speaking from the perspective of an Orobo man, and I tell you that even today I had a meeting and the name of Ijele came up. Sometimes we talk, but when we remember that people like Ijele exist, we say, okay, there is hope that Igbos will reconcile one day. But if it were for Nnamdi Kanu alone, I will be here and insulting Igbos every day. But people like Ijele exist. How do I start insulting Igbos when there is somebody like Ijele? Now, the difference between Ijele and Nnamdi Kanu is this. Nnamdi Kanu sees an opportunity. Does Nnamdi Kanu have a feeling for Igbo people? Yes. But does he have the solution to bring Igbo people out of the bondage, the supposedly bondage that they have? No. And because he sees people who already believe in him that he has the solution, he doesn't want to fail them.
I think you people didn't really pay attention to what I said.
I paid attention. Allow me to talk. Allow me to talk now. When we are talking,
you are misquoting me. That's why I'm trying to correct something. Let me correct. You are misquoting me. You guys are misquoting me. Let me tell you. I said before, Nnamdi Kanu knows that Biafra is not coming.
Okay, yeah. I got it.
Do you understand? To stay relevant, you need to come up with something.
Yeah.
To service.
Okay.
It's like going to church service. They call it service. To service
your
people. Do you understand me? So this thing is a service. That's why I cannot condemn him. This is his. How do I do? This is his butter and the bread.
To tell you
let me round up. If Biafra come today, Nnamdi Kanu will become poorer because they will hijack it from him.
Let me land. I will land in 1 minute. You see, my job is to tell you how we from the Niger, from the other side, how we perceive Ijele. Ijele is different from Nnamdi Kanu because, for one, in one of your questions, it appeared as if you are trying to prove as if people have paid him to derail what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. I have spoken with Ijele several things. I don't think that one is there. Let me answer that one. I personally have spoken with him. I don't think any government is paying him to frustrate IPOB's movement. Now, Ijele, as far as I know, has seen that the activities of Nnamdi Kanu is placing the Igbo people at a political disadvantage, at a national disadvantage, at so many disadvantages, which some of his depraved followers are not seeing because they have been hoodwinked by an elusive Biafra that is going to come. And in order not for the Igbos, as intelligent as they are, to continue to be receiving the short end of the political stick, he is now putting an effort to re-educate the gullible ones that Nnamdi Kanu has grabbed to his maniacal, selfish, useless, rudderless, positionless, frontless Biafra struggle. To come back, so the English too much, make I reduce them.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So Ijele is now trying to win back, Olivia. Ijele is now trying to win back these people, because the truth is that Nnamdi Kanu has captured a great number of these youth. These are the ones you find in garages, in shops, in shades, in everywhere. So, and they are the ones that are so noisy on social media. Now, you, Mr. Vincent, you may not know the amount of bitterness and quarrel that IPOB followers, these so-called gullible followers, are causing on social media every day. If you are going to aggregate the number of abuses and insults that IPOB members pervade on social media, it will take the armored tank Tinubu used to pack his money will not be enough to pack the abuses of these people.
Yes.
So a lot of us, like the Robos, the Jaws, the Edos, we are angry. We are very angry because of the apathy and bitterness that Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB and his followers have caused on social media. It has continuously shaped the kind of love we should have for Igbo people. Now, some of you would think that IPOB is not Igbo. We don't have the privilege to know that. All we know that Nnamdi Kanu and his IPOB people are causing a lot of anger in us. For instance, they are redefining our identity, telling us that some of them come that I should stop saying that I'm Urobo. I should say I'm Igbo. That Isoko is Igbo. You are redefining. Let me land. So in the last 3 months, or let's say in the last 4 months, during the lockdown, that everybody was lazy, everybody was at home making a lot of videos, Nnamdi Kanu has caused a lot of anger and bitterness across ethnicities. Thank God for the coming of Ijele, which shows that there are people who do not agree with the retrogressive tendencies of Nnamdi Kanu, and Ijele on his own is trying to correct that. Nnamdi Kanu may be saying this, that Igbos are this, Igbos are that, but no, there are people like him who don't see it the way Nnamdi Kanu sees. And for you to think that Nnamdi Kanu has power in Igbo land, I fail to see that you have all the touts and garage boys on your power. Does not mean power. Because at the end of the day, the Ohanese, to me, we recognize them bigger than Nnamdi Kanu. The elite, the political elite, they are bigger than Nnamdi Kanu. The academic elite, the intellectual elite, are bigger than Nnamdi Kanu. Then for you to say that Nnamdi Kanu has power, I disagree totally. Yes, he has a lot of the touts who don't have the intelligence elasticity or intellectual elasticity to even begin to reason in a way that gives you inferential conclusion that yes, this is the right thing and this is the right thing. Because you are trying to equate what Ijele is doing to the same thing with what Nnamdi Kanu is doing. There's a huge difference. I'm not holding brief for Ijele. I'm not holding brief. Believe me, I didn't plan this. I'm sure Ijele will be shocked, but I'm not holding brief for him. But the truth is that Ijele is doing a marvelous job, and what he's doing cuts across ethnicities. The Edos love Ijele. The Robos love Ijele. The just everybody. But Nnamdi Kanu, if you go to Nnamdi Kanu's page, 99% of those hailing him are all Igbos. So we want people that are able to cut across ethnic bias or ethnic barricades, which is what Ijele is doing. If you look at his thread now, I can tell that it is not only Igbos that are commenting here. I am not an Igbo man, but I'm interested in listening to him. Go to Nnamdi Kanu's page. 91% of those that are there are all Igbos. Let me allow somebody else to talk.
Thank you, my brother. Vincent, you can jump in. And my people, please, I will post the link now. If anyone, 1 minute, my brother. 1 minute, my brother. I want to.
Last 3 months,
yeah.
Said that something.
Your voice is low again. Your voice has come down again.
It's like you had a call. Talk now. Let's see if you can hear you.
He said that Benin name is Igolomigodo.
Okay.
Igolomigodo.
Igolomigodo. Those things is to buy time. The kingdom has been in existence for thousands of years. I've never heard anything like it.
My brother, Vincent, I will kick you out now. You come back again, please. Be fast. Be fast about it. We are waiting for you, please. That call disturbed your distance. Come back, please.
Why you are, Mr. Ejele, see, we the other people, it's not as if we hate Igbos. Believe me, forget all the bragados and all the noise we are making as if we are picking quarrel with Igbos. We don't. We honestly and sincerely want to be with Igbos, but not as inferiors.
Of course.
That Nnamdi Kanu is troubling. Not as inferiors.
In the 21st century, nobody will force anyone to be anywhere or to be with anyone they don't want to be. And before I go with you, we need to have an agreement. That agreement is, how are we going to proceed? How are we proceeding? Don't tell me that
you must have a dialogue. You must have a dialogue. There must be some form of dialogue. There must be some form of respect. You don't need to redefine people's history. You know, but all these issues that you have an IPOB where basically all the exports are colorized with Igbos, and you say you are fighting for who? And you said no, me I must be Biafra, where I have no say. Okay, take for instance now the Star of David. You single-handedly from nowhere just include the Heart of David inside this, and then you said me and Uroboman and Biafra. Then I didn't have a say. My people didn't have an input. The judge didn't have an input. Everybody didn't have. For me, that will happen. What? When that will happen? When that will happen? Something do for her.
Ijele.
What? My brother.
Let me. Why I said that I used that word before, that you and then Nnamdi Kanu is the same thing, because you guys appointed yourself. Okay? IPOB don't have a working.
Brother, see, my brother, please.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me land.
Please, my brother, hold on. Let me correct that thing. I did not appoint myself to anything. I did not appoint myself to. If I'm leading a movement, then you call me someone who appointed himself. I am using my own personal blog. When you go to my page, you check it. It is broadly written, a personal blog. And as a free man, as a man not in bondage, mentally or otherwise,
freedom of speech.
I am expressing my free speech.
Like what we are doing. I got you now. I got you now. Do you know one of the first step of getting a nation anywhere in the world, even when Nigeria was created in 60, a year or 2 years before the creation of any state, or even before you start making such move, you first draft proposed constitution.
Yes.
No. Me, I not agree.
Hold on. Draft proposed. That's proposed. That's constitution, proposed constitution, will be like a guideline. Because if you go to like a Catalonia, those in Spain, they have working documents. That's why they never had one president. If anyone serves as the leader today, if he mess up, they sack him and appoint another person, because they have working documents. But the way IPOB is structured is that you can never sack the supreme leader. That means there is no ethics and privilege.
You cannot even talk to him.
Let me put my own idea of forming a nation. This is my own idea. Like we are robbing mine. I'm not saying this is.
No, yeah, we're robbing mine.
This is what I think.
My brother,
before you form a nation,
1 minute, 1 minute.
Oh, yeah,
I want any other person that wants to jump in. I will give the floor back to our brother Magnus. Any other person that wants to jump in, whether you are from Nnamdi Kanu or anything, please, you are free. The link is there.
Correct.
Carry on, my.
Okay. This is my idea of forming a nation. You see, you must first identify the unique attributes of the region and the people therein. Now, in the southeast, when I say southeast, I mean south-south. This is what I used to say before, until this IPOB forced me from using this statement. Because the truth is that there's nothing like south-south. But because of our rebelliousness to what Nnamdi Kanu is saying, that's why we are not insisting on south-south. So I go pain them. Now, you must identify the region you want to make a nation. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is that you must identify the unique attributes of the people that are in that region. Now, the unique attributes in that region are one, we have Igbos, we have Urhobos, we have Edos, we have Ijaws, and these people have distinct traditional and cultural heritages.
And again, what does the region hold
on, please hold on. When you define that, then you begin to identify the people who you want to come into this nation, and ensure that you have agreed, you have identified that they want to be in this nation. When they are now in this nation, then when you have identified that the Urhobos, the Ijaws are willing to be in the same nation with Urhobos, Igbos, Ijaws, they are willing to come together as a nation. Then we begin to say, okay, this is the constitution we will adopt, because at this point in time, the Ijaws would have had an opportunity to make an input. The Urhobos would have had an opportunity to make an input, and everybody. But in the case of IPOB, they have drafted a flag, they have drafted a name, they have drafted a constitution, they have everything that you need for that. They've drafted it. All they are saying that we Urhobos just come and join, and then I'll just join like a sheep without any say. So come and join Biafra, where you already have a flag designed by who? I don't know. You already have a flag that supreme leader can just on his own put Star of David. No problem. We will just accept it. And there is one argument. There's one argument they say no. In the new Biafra, everybody will control their resources. I say it's a good idea, no doubt. But who said it? Was I there when we came to this agreement? You understand me? So the truth is that the fundamental flaw of IPOB is that IPOB doesn't have a board of directors, whereby this is, look, let me tell you, I stay in the north. Mr. Vincent, do you know I stay in the north?
Okay, I don't know.
Okay, I live in the core north. Now let me tell you, even the Arewa people, the northern district, when you see somebody comes to talk about the north, it is a communique. He reads out a communique. And a communique is read when people sit together and agree on different idea and argument. Then you draw up a communique based on what has been discussed and agreed. That is not what we see in IPOB. What we see in IPOB is just a one-man show who just sit in his bedroom, write topic, design what he's coming to say, and come on Radio Biafra and rant on it. It's never a communique that, okay, elders of this Biafra, because you say it is indigenous people of Biafra. It is never a communique that is arrived at by stakeholders of Biafra. You get me? So when you begin to come and you say that you have the power to give life and death, that kind of statement couldn't have come from a communique. You have the power to decide where to destroy and where not to destroy. Such a statement couldn't have been arrived at if there was a communique from a board of directors.
Yeah.
So everything about IPOB is very flawed. I'm happy that Ijele has told you that he is not a leader of any movement, but he is an opinion leader. I'm sure you are an opinion leader. Me, I'm an opinion leader. Mr. Vincent, you're an opinion leader, but I'm not a leader of a people. Now, if I see somebody's idea, I'm not saying my idea is ultimate, but my idea is to fashion the mind of the Igbo man to reconcile with the mind of the Urhobo man, so that tomorrow, if the Janjaweeds are killing the Igbo man, I will feel touched that they are killing my brother. So tomorrow, if they are touching the Igbo man, the Urhobo man, you, the Igbo man, will be feeling they are touching my brother. It is because of this difference. That is why you have python dance. Letter of feel is not my problem. Then when they do crocodile tears in this thing, the Niger, the East Igbos will feel it's not my problem, because this will have succeeded to change our to unable to cohere. So if we know that, if we identify that as the problem, then the first thing we should do is to begin to repair our psychological mentality, to work together, to synergize and work together as one. The day the Igbo man, as long as the Igbo man keeps seeing himself as Igbo, the Yoruba man still sees himself as Robo, this is as Robo, we will not go anywhere. The Yorubas have a code, and that is Yoruba, the ethnic.
Excuse me.
The Hausas have a code, and that's the
please,
what do we have? We don't have any code.
Let me say something. Even before I even start thinking about having a nation, referendum and the freedom is not in Nigerian constitution. Where did you want to drive the power to give you even referendum, even to come together?
Oh,
you see, there's nothing like a referendum in Nigerian constitution.
That's very true.
The first step of all these things is those lawmakers in National Assembly has not even made any attempt to change the status quo, being that there's nothing like a referendum in Nigeria. Do you know that Buhari doesn't have power to give Igbos a referendum, even if he went on his own as a person, say, Igbo, I don't want you people to go. Buhari don't have that constitutional power to say, Igbos, go and conduct referendum. Southeast, South, go and anyone who agree with you people can join you. Buhari doesn't even have that power. The constitution needs to be amended. But for the fact that they are not ready to amend the constitution, okay? Our brother Mazin Nnamdi Kanu knows that this thing can never work. You understand me? But he don't want to lose this status he has right now, because he don't want to go back to work again.
You have been asking question. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
What I'm asking you as somebody who has stayed in the north, and I'm going to ask you as somebody, an Igbo man, what are the weaknesses of the caliphate? What do you identify as the weakness of the caliphate?
The weakness of the caliphate?
Yes.
Oh, this is a little bit difficult to answer. Their weakness, the weakness.
Because me, I know the weakness. I will tell you the weakness.
The weakness of caliphate is to be in a prolonged war or prolonged battle, like the one they are fighting now in the one they fought even in Niger Delta. They fought 8 years, they couldn't defeat those. They come with force, massive force, everything in the arsenal. They will use it to make sure they quench or subdue people. But
okay,
by the time you start, okay.
No, Ijele, I wanted to ask Ijele. Now you see, okay. Ijele, are you listening now? You see why, as a man living in the north, you see why I feel so pained that you are fighting. I asked, sorry, I don't mean to, I didn't ask to ridicule you, because I wanted to make a point, and it's a harmless point. You get me? Now, how do you even start defeating the north when you can't even identify the weakness? You are in a boxing ring. You can't even identify the weakness of your opponent. How do you want to defeat him? I will tell you the weakness of the north. There are only two weaknesses. The first weakness is anytime if they hear Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu will bring the zoo. I'm telling you, and now someone will be snoring because it doesn't move them. And for those who say that Nnamdi Kanu is shaking the north, I am living in the north. Is Nnamdi Kanu shaking in the north? Is Nnamdi Kanu shaking the north? No. As a matter of fact, the north is even happy with what Nnamdi Kanu is doing, because anything that will disrupt the potential of the unity of the south is okay with them. And Nnamdi Kanu's activity is disrupting the unity of the south. Therefore, it is okay with the north. Therefore, one of the greatest weakness of the north is their fear of our unity. The day they sense we are, and any day they sight that we are uniting, they become scared. I will give you an example. When they did handshake across the Niger, the north was restless here. Handshake across the Niger, that's when Yorubas extended a handshake to Igbos, because they know that the day the Igbo man and Yoruba man reconcile, that is the end of their power. So that is their number one weakness.
I agree with you on that.
Their number two weakness, which all of us know, is the oil in the South. Permit me to use that word phrase. When these Niger Delta Avengers came and they started blowing up pipe, I can tell that we Southerners living in the North were happy. But they did not first threaten and did some braggadocio, say that when they saw that something is going to affect the oil, they came down and negotiated.
So that's what I wanted to say, but go ahead.
Hold on. But because they too understand our weakness. And what is our weakness? If I also ask you what is our weakness, you will not know. Our weakness is just one weakness: greed. We are too greed. Anytime they switch on that grid, we always follow for it. When Niger Delta were giving longitude this and latitude this that are going to bomb Aso Rock, everybody ran away from Aso Rock. But they came and the Niger Delta Avenger, they say, okay, look, we are going to give you this amount, we are going to give you this amount. That is how they just quench Niger Delta Avenger, and the pump busting stopped. You get me? So right now we know their weakness. How do we activate their weakness?
Now
we must start a process. Okay, come in.
Please, I don't forget what you said. We must start a process. Don't forget it. Now, let me tell you. Okay. When we are talking about the North, let us do everything we can to explain in details so people don't misunderstand us. And the Northern rulers you are seeing, they understand what's going on. And when you say the North, automatically any person from the North Central is a Northerner.
No. Let me explain that.
I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming. I'm just saying something. Then, when we are talking about the fear of the North, we are talking about the fear of the Northern oligarchy, not the fear of an average Northerner. Let us not mix those two things. When we are talking about the North, there are many regions in the North that are not even comfortable with the way things that are happening in Sokoto and Borno State are destroyed. Now, when we talk about that thing, the Avengers were by blowing up the pipeline, the people they were hurting are the Northern political class. Just like back to what you're about greed. That greed you're talking about is the greed of the Southern political class, and the needs of the political class of everywhere in Nigeria, both the North and the South, are different from the needs of the general population. Now, the general population want change. They want the constitutional amendment. But let me tell you, the ruling class of the Igbo land, the ruling class of the Yoruba land, the ruling class of the Shekiri land, the ruling class of the Robo land, the ruling class of the Benin land, the ruling class of the Isha land, because when we are talking about Nigeria as a whole, remember that every nation in Nigeria is settled in Abuja, but we just don't know it. That constitutional amendment, an average Hausa man doesn't have any problem with constitutional amendment. An average Igbo man desires constitutional amendment. But what is the problem now? When you check the people that are enjoying the oil, the people who've been given the licenses, you find out that every nation there is represented. So they are the ones that don't want it, not the North. Then when you're talking about the unity of the South, the South, believe me, there has never been a better united front in the South than now. That is when you come to the general population. But when you go to the political class, they are as divided as. And what they normally do is they will infuse us into their fight, use us to do their dirty wars. You start hearing about what Akintola did, what Awolowo did to Zeke, what this one did to Zeke. What about?
Then we
that's the thing. Please carry on.
So now I have pointed out the weakness of the North. Now, what is the strength of the North? If I ask you, Mr. Vincent, again, sorry, it's not intended to ridicule you, but I only have this advantage over you because I'm living in the North. I spent 54 years living in the North. That's why it is not as if you don't have a, just as we're talking about America now, and they look you because I don't know anything. Now you did there. So the strength, the strength of the North is the strength of the oligarchic North is their ability to hold the North psychologically together. I'll give you one simple trick they do. Anytime they want to form a Northern Governors Forum, do you know who they make as the chairman? They always make a governor of a Christian central, North Central to be the chairman. That is governor of Plateau State, either governor of Plateau State or governor of Benue State or governor of Taraba State. This is to enable this North Central to psychologically think that they are Northerners. To keep fanning that power of 19 northern states.
Yes.
But whenever they are looking for chairman, Arewa Consultative Forum, that is chairman core northern value, they pick somebody from the oligarchic North. Now, if the oligarchic North are able to hold the North together for the interests, their own interests, what has the Igbos done to hold the region together? Nothing. Instead, by flippant comment, though we are the three wise men from the East, we are successful, we are hardworking, God has made us different. It will comment like this, bring people together, because as the major tribe in that region, Igbos cannot play this politics alone, cannot play politics of Igbo.
Politically, let me tell you something, my brother. Politically, Igbos are what am I looking for?
Zero.
I don't want to use the word castrated. Politically, Igbos have this deficiency in politics.
Yeah, okay. That's more subtle. I agree.
If Igbos would be 50% as smart in politics as than business, believe me. Hey,
oh my God!
Southern Nigeria would be heaven. Now,
so let me round up the point. Now, you see, the oligarchic caliphate has a system of wielding the North together, so that whenever there's a political tussle between North and South, psychologically the whole North queue in for the caliphate. But the Igbos have not done anything to wield everybody together, so that whenever there is a political tussle, it goes to the Igbos by virtue of having played their games well to get everybody on their side. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Nnamdi Kanu wants to do it, but he wants to do it in an authoritative, in an arrogantly authoritative manner, by just saying that Robo, you are Igbo, Isoko, you are Igbo, Edo, you are Igbo, join. No. You must determine and respect how best can you wield the psychology of everybody together, so that we have one political ideology. We don't have the political ideology. You can talk, my brother.
You see, Nigeria is big. It's a senior brother to Lebanon. The difference between Nigeria and the Lebanon is the population. But when you come to ethnicity, religion, it is the same thing. It is the same. What is going on in Nigeria right now? Let me just say, Igbo, what is going on in Nigeria has been what is going on in Lebanon, that made up of almost 50% Christian and 50% Muslim. People say that Christians are more, but I don't know. But let me put it 50-50. Muslims generally like to dominate. It is in their system. They like dominance of other people or other religion. Now, there's one minority group in that Lebanon. They call themselves a shared group in that Lebanon. And they're in the southern Lebanon, like the way Igbos are in the south, or people of Niger Delta is in the south. Now, if you come to that south, that's where you have majority of the Christians, and the minority share group. The marginalization has been there since inception of this life, since we can recall. You get to a point, they are divided, they don't know what to do. One man rose, they call him Hezbollah. He formed a group they call Hezbollah. His real name is Hassan Nasrallah. Okay.
Please, when you're talking about Hezbollah, don't even go there. Hezbollah is there for a reason. Let me tell you. Because we are talking about division in Lebanon and Nigeria, they have many similarities.
A lot of similarities.
Nigeria is older than Lebanon. It's not true.
I'm not saying older. I'm saying bigger.
Okay.
Bigger,
Now,
not older. I don't know about age.
See what gave rise to Hezbollah here. See what gave rise to Hezbollah. Hezbollah is not a terrorist organization.
Sure, they're not.
But they will always call them a terrorist organization because they are the only bulwark against the Saudi Axis dominance.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly the same thing I was saying.
And by Saudi dominance, I mean Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, no. All the Sunni, just Sunni. Wahhabi.
The whole Sunni axis are working with the Americans and the Israelis. Now, Hezbollah is on its own, naturally opposed to that dominance, that Sunni dominance.
Exactly.
We are talking about Sunni Islam, wherever
Sunni Islam, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And which is Sunni Islam is dominating everybody in Nigeria. Sunni Islam.
Of course. And so many of people don't even know where the problem starts and what it. When you are talking about the problem between Sunni and Shia in Islam has nothing religious. The problem
is individuals, Imam Hussein.
Not only Imam Hussein. This thing is a friction between two powerful men, just like you have in Nigeria. You have in the South.
You know, I was building this issue.
Carry on.
So now, a time reached is Shiite realized that they are being marginalized in southern Lebanon. Christians also understood the case that they are being marginalized. So what they did is to unite. They put in a religion, one side. Do you understand me? Unite as a force. Now have a very strong forces to fight the Sunni-controlled government. Yeah. Okay? Now, you can't be a representative from Southern Lebanon without approval of Hezbollah group.
Of course.
Now what Hezbollah did is that he said that he need more seats in parliament so that if they are making laws, you will use your dominance of population you claim that you have. Let's have it 50-50, whether our numbers are complete or not. Do you understand me? So if we now decide to punish ourselves in the parliament, that is ours. But you cannot use the numbers again. Otherwise, we will put the country into chaos. Okay? And the country agree. Give them more seats in the parliament. Do you get the point now?
Yes.
And up to today, the Shiite Muslim and the Christians in the South always speak in one voice.
Yes.
A Shiite can never attack Christian, even though they are practicing different religion. And a Christian cannot attack Shiite. They now see Sunnis in the North as the common enemy. They always want to defend themselves from. So now, to get things to get things work in the southern part of Nigeria, either south or southeast, the people from Joy, Shekiri, Ibibo might have their own faith or believe in their land or whatever thing they come to say, but they need to come together and do exactly what Christians and the Shiite group did in Lebanon to confront the radical Sunni Wahhabist in the north. Do you understand me? And by doing so, we need more seats in the parliament, or they reduce their numbers. Okay? Then the way Hezbollah did it is that we're not begging you to give us independence. Anytime we want to go, anytime we don't find this conducive anymore, Hezbollah will just declare a state. But they don't even want it. They understand me? They don't want it. Because now they have now make a very good deal with Christians in the same region. So when those Niger Delta men was fighting for control of their region and their oil, Igbo people were busy dancing with Obasanjo, following Obasanjo government in Abuja, making money. Any war you are trying to fight should be, first of all, economic war. You can say anything you want to say. If you don't have means of getting funds, my brother, you are going nowhere. Why Nigerian government even agree in that amnesty? It's not because people were fighting. The Niger Delta men reduced the oil supply from 2 million barrels of oil a day to 720. They have strangled the economy. The only thing functioning in Nigeria then was that Apapa seaport. If anything have happened in Apapa, that seaport, that period, Nigeria will have occasional economic collapse. Obasanjo as a general told Yar'Adua, you will never win these people. Better beg them, give them whatever they need. Because I couldn't.
Not that Obasanjo begged Yar'Adua. Let me tell you something people don't know. Yar'Adua is an astute politician. Okay, did Obasanjo tell Yar'Adua to end Mohammed Yusuf? No. Yar'Adua was a president who understood that when you give people food, you provide infrastructures, you are making it impossible for rebels, enemies of government to recruit people. And he is a president that carries stick and carrot, which is what President Buhari should be carrying now. Carry a stick.
We're talking about Igbo region. Let's talk about region. We will talk about this Nigerian government.
Brother, I'm going to see what I'm saying this. Yar'Adua ended that Niger Delta issue because he knew that Niger Delta militants cannot defeat the Nigerian army. But Nigerian army, you cannot win these people in their place. And you are not going to declare an open war to carpet bomb the whole place to defeat them. No. That was why he carried the stick on one hand, which is arming the Nigerian military to the teeth, then giving these people what they wanted. And that amnesty program helped. After I will tell you a story, our brother Haruna will one day come here and repeat the story about how Urubebe deceived these people with that amnesty program, registered only 2 people. And those 2 people were people that registered behind him. He told the other people not to register. Meanwhile, he submitted their names and was taking their money. Millions, running into billions.
Okay, so the point is that I want to round up. The point I was trying to make is that when the Niger Delta people were struggling for survival, Igbo people didn't support them. When I mean Igbo is people from Enugu, Anambra, Imo, Abia, and their boy. They make them fight alone. Do you get the point? Yes. You understand me? They allow them to fight alone. That's why you see Igbo people now struggling. They want independence. Some Niger Delta guys were like sitting down and they're watching. Let's see how they do it. Let's see how far they will go. Do you understand? So now, when you see a plight of a Niger Delta man, do you understand? Whether Urobo, Shekiro, Ibibo, or whatever, crying for something, as an Igbo man, you need to sympathize with them. It's not when you want your own independence, you start telling us that Port Harcourt was, what is that name again?
Iguacha.
Iguacha. Oh, you are Iguacha, you are one of us. But the time Obasanjo bombed everywhere in Nigerland, we were nowhere to be found. Do you get the point? I'm telling you,
yes.
In Lebanon, if the Northern Army or Northern Forces bomb Christian community in the southern region of Lebanon, Hezbollah will fight.
Yes.
You see now the unity.
Yes.
So the unity is what we need. Let the plight of Niger Delta man be another concern of Igbo man, who or Biafra or whatever. Let the plight of Igbo people be a concern to the other people. Then that's where we begin to come together, form this alliance. We now go in a very, 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 very decisive way to confront this system. Yes. But not somebody talking from London, or this one I'm talking from state. You are talking from Turkey. You are somewhere talking. That is, this entertainment is blogging.
Thank you, my brother. 1 minute, my brother. See, my brother, Becca OJ, please, we are about to wrap up, but I will give you 7 to 10 minutes to please round up everything you want to say. I know you've been itching to come on. Please, use 10 minutes now to wrap it up. Then I will go back to my brother before we end it. Oh, the network. We can't hear you.
Oh, I'm not.
Hello.
I've been following this program for.
Oh, the network is very bad. So, my brother, please, I want you to use 7 minutes to wrap it up. So let me end this, because our brother Ezawa is going live at 8 p.m. Nigerian time. Meanwhile, I have a little errand to run. Use like 10 minutes to wrap it up, and if there is any question you want to ask me, please feel free.
Okay. The only thing based on this topic, I want to tell you, my boy brothers and sisters, nobody from Trump's side or Washington is not coming to bring Biafra to you.
Yes.
They don't have the power, according to the Constitution of the United States.
Yes.
Do you understand me? United States Constitution doesn't permit any leader to go and create a country outside.
Yes.
Do you understand? And America, as a capitalist nation, only interested in commerce.
Yes.
If you have something to supply to America, call them. They will buy from you. If you have something you produce, you want them.
My brother, please don't forget what you're saying. No, Nigerian network is like evil spirit. It comes, it goes. My brother, Emeka OJ, please use 10 minutes to wrap it up. I know you have so many things to say, but please use 10 minutes before we get back to our brother, because I think we're wrapping up this program.
I'm strong now. Okay, I'm happy to.
We still can't hear you, my brother. We still can't hear you. We still can't hear you.
No, I was.
Oh, my brother, please continue. Say when the Americans, you have something to sell.
Yes, America is for interest, and the interest, they don't hate anybody. They don't love any black man in a special way. It is this one policy towards every black person. Do you understand me? Do you have resources? Do you have uranium? Do you have gold?
Lithium, oil,
yes,
gas.
Yes. Are you tech expert? Come, we give you visa. You come and they work in Silicon Valley. Help us develop something. Do you understand me? But going out to sing holy, holy, More yawa chuku na yatu you wipe Biafra want it oge. So America doesn't work like that. Do you understand? So
yes,
if you don't like what you feel like federal government is doing to Igbo people, go and prepare yourself well. Go and prepare yourself. So that is the point I'm trying to make. America, under President Trump, is not coming to give anybody Biafra. He doesn't even know about it.
Yes.
And he will never know about it.
Go on, my brother. Go
So
on.
that is my advice. So Biafra is not coming. You want to go? Biafra
Okay.
is not coming. But Ijele, my advice to you, tone down a bit on the way you that is coming. so
Security,
tone down a bit on tone down a bit, okay? The way you blast that nine the can. Hold on. Let me make my point. I'm begging you. I'm just begging you. Emeche buru na nama.
Emecha na eburu na anu ụlọ, nsogbu adịghị.
Nege Monty, we are one. Do you understand me? Izukamman and Nage. Do you understand? You have sort of mistake of non the can yame.
In English, I want these people, I want everyone to be hearing.
Nnamdi might not be right in what he's doing. Do you understand me? But he's still one of our own. For being our own, I cannot come out in the public domain to ridicule him. If I have means to talk to him, I will talk to him to amend his own ways too. Do you understand? Like this idea of insulting everybody, he's doing. It's not a secret, my brother. It's not a way to go. It's not a way to go. If I have means to talk to him, I say, those people who have offended, those who have abused, apologize to them, amend your own ways, and forge a new path. Because this one is not working. You need a new strategy. If we really want to stand and speak for the Igbo people, he need a different tone. That's all I can say.
Okay, my brother, now, let me reply you. Let me reply that one. See, if I were a German in the late 1920s, I would be in front of the Reichstag condemning Adolf Hitler, even if we are from the same place in Germany. If I were I don't know how they call people from Yugoslavia at that time, I would be condemning those people that were pushing for those wars. Like if I'm from Kosovo, if I were a Kosovo, I would have been kicking against those things that would have brought destruction to us. What Nnamdi Kanu, when you talk like this, now people will not know where my anger is coming from. My anger is coming from this thing. I myself have been deep into many governments. In fact, in this country alone, I have been privileged to meet people who attend the Bilderberg group meeting and those who attended in the past. I've seen them in weddings. I've seen them in my friend's house. And if I have gone that deep into geopolitics and into the cycle of people that control the world, I know exactly what Nnamdi Kanu is doing, is going to bring to our people. I've not said this in an elaborated form before, but let me say it. The only attention Nnamdi Kanu can attract to himself is an attention that will handicap any Nigerian president from having a real conversation, making good deals with other world leaders. Let's say, for instance, now, why would America devalue Naira under this pandemic? In a sense society, in a functional democracy, the president of Nigeria can decide to drop the US dollars today and say we are now selling our oil in Naira, or we can deal with every other country in their own currencies, direct exchange, and remove the dollar since you people want to do this. But do you know what will happen? They may bring up the issue of the python dance and people that died. And when they bring the it will lead to a disaster in Nigeria. The president may be on his way to the International Criminal Court if they don't remove him in a military coup, of which they may end up assassinating him. So if you are the president of Nigeria and you be in a meeting where they use this thing as a political football against you, who do you think your enemies will be? It will be Igbo people. Meanwhile, Nnamdi Kanu is the only one, out of his own greed, out of his own selfish interest, that led those people to be killed in the first place. And if they are going to punish the president of Nigeria because of that, and now it's okay, no worry, let me leave it. When that president comes back, the people that will bear the brunt of it, number one, are Igbo people. So out of the love I have for my people, because I don't want them to lose their lives, I don't want a criminal, someone who've not succeeded in anything. The only thing in Africa succeeded in doing was being a barber in Brixton. Other than cutting hair, there is nothing he has achieved in life. Please, you cannot show me a single thing Nnamdi Kanu did until he started all this scam of cenotaph money, Egondozo Obodo 1, 2, 3, a defense fund, gorilla fund, fund for people that are training in the bush. You can't tell me a single thing he has achieved. To tell you that money is not just an important issue, an important force driving him, is the only force driving him. And with this, he has grown this criminal organization to a place where he can use it to threaten office holders, political office holders. You can use it to extract money from the governors. Meanwhile, our problems are in the hands of these governors and the senators. We are not seeing our monthly allocations. We are not seeing constituency projects anywhere. So when you put these things into perspective, you will find out that Nnamdi Kanu needs to be stopped if you want Igbo people to succeed. Not because you are an Igbo man, I will not tell you the truth. No way. Please, I want to bring my brother on. Mr. Collins, is Collins, please stabilize this thing. I want to bring you on camera now. I want to bring Collins 1AC on camera now. Hello, my brother.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yeah,
Good afternoon. You are in the state. Yeah, welcome to the program. Please, we are about to wrap up. Tell us what you have in mind.
My brother Vincent, I really thank you, and my brother Jerry. You guys are doing a good job, you know.
Thank you.
So just like what, I won't waste any time because I was enjoying the program, you know. Donald Trump, I want to tell my people, cannot help them for any reason. We are here, I think all of us in America here, we tell our people the truth. Donald Trump cannot help anybody, you know, to bring, and bear it in mind, Americans are gaining a lot of things from Nigeria. Yes. So they will find it difficult to separate Nigeria because they will lose a lot of things, you know. Nigeria is supplying them both in service and in oil. So I don't know how Americans will do without those services. If you check in their hospitals, a lot of Nigerians are there. Check in their industries, a lot of Nigerians are there. So I don't know what Donald Trump will gain at this moment by separating Nigeria from any other, bringing any other nation from Nigeria. He can't work that way. Look at Obama. People are talking against Obama. Obama cannot do anything.
Nothing.
Not even his own Chicago place.
Nothing. You know? He's not working
not
like that.
Not even his own Chicago place, where he started from this struggle. You know, look at Chicago. Look at how black people are dying. A lot of Nigerians are there too. You know, helping those people. You know. And I'm just wondering when my people will say that Donald Trump will end them. I just wonder how this Democrat and Republic, how they will decide there to just allow Donald Trump to go and start dividing Nigeria. You know, I don't know the possibility. You know, but I just want to let my people to know that the only thing Donald Trump may do, unless they have problem with Nigeria, or which is I'm not seeing any problem with Americans and Nigeria at this stage.
No.
So I don't see any
in
problem.
addition, sorry, my brother, I want to intervene. To make the matter worse, Nnamdi Kanu accused the American ambassador to Nigeria of taking bribe. How? So do you want Trump to give you freedom to reward you for insulting his ambassador? Any American person you insult, a representative, a diplomat,
you're insulting Americans.
You assaulted the whole America. So how would Trump entertain you after insulting his ambassador? Somebody is
another thing, you know, we are working, guys, you know, these guys, they are very, very, their politics is over 200 years, you know, very, very intelligent people. Donald Trump, if he come back now and said, hey, you want to separate some people from Nigeria, you know, other people will use it against them, even in next 20, 30 years, if they don't want it, you know. So it's a very, very sensitive issue, you know. Even if Donald Trump stand to help Biafra at this stage, what of UK, you know? What of France? What of Germany? What of China? You know, if we talk, what Russia?
It is against people. It is against Berlin Conference memorandum of understanding that America will not intervene in Africa. If they need anything, they can get it through Britain and other big power.
And these people, imagine China, even up to now, Hong Kong and Taiwan, they have not even got their independence from China. They are still under China. They have gone far using their currency, using their everything, but they are still under China. And China have borrowed Nigeria.
Thank you. Please, I want Emeka OJ. Emeka OJ, please jump in. It's like you are stepping. Yes.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now, yes.
Okay. I'm happy to be here. Okay, my question goes to Mr. Vincent Ndubuisi. You said that we should leave Nnamdi Kanu to do what he's doing. Is that what you said? Yeah, I overheard you saying something like that. Huh?
And I will give you. I said it, but I have a reason. You know, I don't want somebody to just pick up one thing and just go with it.
The reason my location. Wait. Do you know my location now? I'm in Apa, Abia State, the epicenter of this IPOB brouhaha. So I know everything. You are in America, right? You don't know shit. What is happening? I confront them every day. Understand? I do my business in Area and international markets. So whatever I'm telling you about these people is the raw facts. Nnamdi Kanu is not an option to Igbo survival. His method, his rants, that is their behavioral character, is not obtainable in any ramification. Do you understand me? I have a lot of enemies in the area and international market because of Nnamdi Kanu. I have lost a lot of customers. I'm coming up a lot of customers because of Nnamdi Kanu. Could you imagine whenever you say your opinion concerning his rant, his followers will nearly attack you. They will attack you with anything they have. So I have lost a big supplier of goods because of that man, Nnamdi Kanu. Just that I criticize his method, that his rant is endangering us. If you travel to Lagos now to buy, majority of area traders travel to Lagos to stock their goods. If it's the way Yorubas and other Nigeria ethnic group see us, because of that common thought, that is, you not imagine the way they classify all of us as if all of us has the same agenda. When in reality, I don't support him for one day. They say IPO Nnamdi Kanu people. Another one, during that Jubril of a thing, that Jubril propaganda, my classmate in University of Calabar called me, say, your brother said that Nnamdi Buhari is dead, that they cloned Buhari. He asked me, do I know anything about cloning? I said yes. That cloning starts from cellular age, that you cannot clone an adult. If I'm wrong, you clarify.
You are right.
That cloning starts from age, that nobody can clone an adult. Somebody said that cloning is human vegetative propagation. Is it not true? Yeah. That you start a stem cell from a particular human being to clone that thing to have the same characteristics. Is it not true? So that Jubril theory reduced Igbos as a whole to 0% to the eyes of other Nigerians.
Yes.
Am I not talking? So how do you expect us to live? How do you expect us to leave somebody in that nature alone? I started criticizing this guy from the first day I heard his voice. I said, what is this guy doing? The first day I heard his voice, nobody have died in this IPOB of a thing. I called my mother and said, this guy, you see what this guy is saying? The day this thing is saying this road will cause many deaths, you just mark it somewhere. So how can we leave a person that is causing the death of our people alone? Nnamdi Kanu is not an option. Let not other ethnicity use Nnamdi Kanu to classify us, because I have seen it all. I live in Aba. I have seen everything concerning that is human behavior. So nobody can impel me to follow a person that I suspect to be mentally deranged. So now I would like you to make that clarification. Listen, to say that.
I'm not saying that I'm supporting Nnamdi Kanu. I said that everything he's doing is entertaining his members. Do you understand?
That entertainment is causing death. The entertainment is causing death and causing harmful.
The death will, excuse me. The death will always be there. The death will always.
When we were in school, I know how to grade Igbos. Whenever you identify yourself as Igbo, they put in a very high esteem. They respect us like Black Americans. I'm telling you, the way you see Black Americans, that's how all those ethnic, Efik, Ibibio, and all of they respect us like even Yorubas. But immediately Nnamdi came out and begin using this Biafra agitation or whatever. Our image came to zero. Whether you believe it or not, Igbos don't have regard to the eyes of any other Nigerian, because we left a mentally deranged lunatic to dictate for us.
Yes. Yes.
I'm more than Nana. I'm a moment. Only potara na-esi na-eme abịa nwaanyị be ndị ahụ echa ma mma were igbo na-ekwu ya abịa nwaanyị be ndị ahụ a ga-asị ekwe hụrụ otu nwanne ha si ezuzu ị chọrọ ịmụta nzuzu dị otu ahụ were okwu ọta okwu akịghọta nna nwanne ndị nwanne ya na-agba egwu otu saịdị onye ahụ na-ama akwụrụ ebe ọ na ọ pụtara n'etiti ọ na-enwe ọnụ okwu a ga-asị gị lee na ozuzu wele ka nwanne ya nwoke ị na-aghọta nna gwa gị na anyị kwesịrị hapụ ya ka ọ na-agba ọgbara ụtọ na das naked ọ nwere maka ọ na-eme afekt very because onye nwara na-agba ya agba onye ma ọgba ihe ọ na-eme
madman no dey shame na him brother na him kinsman.
Agba na m enwezi ọnụ okwu. I don't have talk now to other. Enwere m friends from across Nigerians and I can contribute because I have to look at them IPOB people. When in read how much I won't part of them, but I na-ekwetere m okwu. Enwere m reason ji the first time m nụrụ olu ijere I was happy. I celebrate with my family. Yes, and when I heard about the call them, I've seen person with the same mindset. No, you hit hammer. Now to Ojo, and I'm not who are they to me. I'm working. I'm video now outside my veranda. I know inside. But I think I see it here now. 99% IPOB members, but how hide their face here. I don't hide the face now. What think they would do me now? They know me now. They know what they're supposed to do. On IPOB, on IPOB, you guy. I know you. No, IPOB, I want guy. Man, why would you be an issue? Oh, I want number one.
Yes.
Madam, they're down in the movie. Or in the movie, in the sense. And the lowest class of human being.
Wait. Please, Collins Wadesi, please use 5 minutes. Use 5 minutes to wrap it up. Then I'll go back to Vincent. From Vincent,
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Emeka, hold on.
You guys are doing great, you know. I thank Vincent, Mecca, and my brother Jerry. You know, you guys are doing great. You know, the most important thing is the life. We are talking about life of Igbo people now. Like we don't care anymore. You know, when somebody will die, we don't even care anymore. Like it's a human being. You know, and all those things is the cost of what we have said. You know, in public. Understand? We should come back as an Igbo people so that we can think about people, like how we take people. You know, people believe that Igbo people do so much love their life more than any other thing, but not now, because they see us clean ourselves every time. You know, so I'm just pleading for you to be saying, please stop cleaning our people. You are doing one of the greatest things. I didn't see any bad thing on it. You know, so. If you want to get ready for, I'm telling people, if you want to get ready for war, you can't just wake up and start going for war. You have to prepare very well. Understand? You cannot carry stick, want to fight a police officers. You know, they will use your body or anything as anything they want. You know, please, Jerry, you are doing good job. Just keep it up. Let my people understand that life is very, very important, and we are talking about life here. Understand? It has nothing to do with Sabo. It has nothing to do with somebody who's against Igbo people or anything. You know, just try. And secondly, Donald Trump will never bring Biafra to us because of the relationship they have with Americans here. You know. Thank you very much. Huh?
Thank you, my brother Vincent. Please, you can use 3 minutes to respond to Emeka if you have anything to add. Then I'll bring Emeka again before we close the.
Well, Emeka, I want to first of all say thank you for your time because it's still very early on our side. You did a very good job and well spoken. So, like, the main point of me coming online is not to determine or whether Nnamdi Kanu is doing a nice job or not doing a nice job. My point is to tell them that American policy forbid any president of the United States to help Africa. And they need to go back again to Memorandum 46. Okay? Number one of it is long-term tendency of social and political development and the degree to which they consist with contradict the U.S. interest. That's number one. Two is proposal for durable contacts between radical African leaders and leftist leaders of the United States Black community. So on and on until the end. And this was signed by Secretary of the Treasury then, Secretary of Commerce, the Attorney General, the Chairman of Joint Chief Staff, then, and then Secretary of State is like I think is I cannot remember who the person was then. After signing all those things, that has been the contract America has with Nigeria. Do you understand me? So let anybody telling you that 1 million march will help you bring Biafra. And then let me tell you, do you know why that 1 million march was granted? Let me say this before I go. If Nnamdi Kanu can pull 1 million people to come to Washington, D.C., and each one of them spend $200 to $500 in a night. That is 200 million. Hold on. That is $200 million a night. So if they spend 3 days in Washington, D.C. district, they will give almost $500 million. Then, now, in Washington, D.C., President Trump is not in charge of Washington, D.C. The person in charge of Washington, D.C. is the mayor of the Washington. Mayor. So 1 million Biafrans can come to Washington, D.C. Trump might even be in Japan that day because it doesn't concern him. He's not in charge of Washington. He's like a tenant in the Washington. So after that, the mayor will tell them, bye-bye for coming, come again next year because you are helping us to grow our economy.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother Vincent. Emeka, please, do you have anything? 2 minutes. Wrap it up so we we close the show
Okay.
now. I wait for brothers out.
Yeah. I'm happy to be here today, so I can say whatever I have in my mind. Nnamdi Kanu should concentrate. Right? His concentration should be in betterment of Igbos. He should remove anything business in this Biafra.
Starting with his own state. Starting with his own state.
Yes. Come to Omoma Road now. I live in Omoma Road. Come to Omoma Road, Amapopo side. You will cry for people living there. We have left the main road now, follow back here to come in because of bad condition of the understand. We are now moving from the back instead of going front. Now the guy will not see all those things. All he concentrate that Buhari this, Buhari that. I don't know what Buhari has done to that man. Now the guy can never even come up to Buhari standard. Now the Buhari.
Will kill this guy. Okay.
Buhari, check his ear. Check the other side. Yo, what do you mind? Come on. The first post on Facebook, maybe Facebook 2011 about Biafra. I believe on Biafra, we the only thing no, I agitate. I didn't want a good thing for Nigeria. On a abuse, totally maybe share. But I met all the year, and why be method of the and why big only to she present here. Only one of my year, Yasagida, or support on the girl. I am wrong now, if you say any man on I'm got there, can work here to see them. And I will talk. Because of course, how many deaths? I'm not working. Any man die of my without even remorse. So I put up on us and I wish do this. Yeah, only put cost.
Yo, Emega network.
Ijele, can I pause this thing up?
Okay, we've wrapped it up. My people, I thank you so much. I thank my guest, my friend Vincent Ndubuisi, and my own brother from the same hometown, Amanduba. We are both from Amanduba, College Fantasy. So I need to be.
Go.
Yeah, brother. Nice. What time is in California?
I think it's 11:35.
Okay. Oh, we have 1 hour different.
Where are you? Are you in Arizona?
No, Atlanta.
Okay, Atlanta. Okay.
Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
So my people, I thank you all for joining us, and those that have joined us on YouTube, I love your company. I will have to let you go now because YouTube will give me a strike if I play any song here. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't done that, and those that are watching us on Facebook and those that watch us later, like and follow the page. This is how we do it here. Guys on YouTube, I will let you go now.